Now on Denver 7 News at 7 a.m. on Local 3, the Avs are now up 3-1 in the Stanley Cup final after an OT shot that left some asking questions.
How did that not go in?
It did. It did go in.
It did?
It did.
It did! He scores! Nazem Kadri!
A little uncertainty there, but we're breaking down the team's time in Tampa as they now head back home for Game 5 at Ball Arena. A boost in business downtown is already preparing for fans and crowds tomorrow night, but all those customers are putting a strain on short-staffed restaurants. We'll show you some technology that's helping out servers. And one Avs player, dubbed the team's good luck charm, needs a little help from all of us getting to Game 5. And we need all the luck, we need all the superstitions, we need everything for tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Brady.
And I'm Brian Sanders. Yeah, anything goes as far as a good luck charm right now. Live in Tampa here in Thunder Alley, where there was a massive watch party last night, but the only ones still cheering right now are the Seagulls, because we found a bin of 100 hot dogs, uneaten hot dogs over here. So I think at this point the Seagulls can have them. And Florida can keep their humidity. I'm ready to get back to Colorado weather, Lisa.
It's almost like clockwork. As soon as you fly into the Mile High City, it's like your skin just seizes up. You land, you start cracking again. Yeah, drier here, a lot drier here, obviously. Beautiful start to our day, though, low 60s. And we got to get Brian back here. Yeah, keep all the superstitions and get Brian Guy back here for the next game. Lots of sunshine early on. It's going to be a pretty start to our Thursday morning. We'll be well into the 80s, though, by about 11 o'clock, and then near 90 this afternoon. Really very warm conditions, 92 for a high in Denver today. It was nice down over parts of southeastern Colorado to get a break from the heat. Now it's back into the mid to upper 90s there, 60s to low 70s for the mountains. So we do have some warm conditions today. Take a look at Futurecast, though. This afternoon, we're going to start to see more widely scattered storms and showers in the mountains. There's a slight chance that we'll get one or two rolling east over the plains today. Better chance that we'll pick up a little rain, lightning, thunder tomorrow. The risk of severe weather, though, is going to be pretty low. We'll take a look at your big game day forecast tomorrow coming up.
The big problem right now is an overturned concrete mixer out to the west side of town along the westbound lanes of I-70. It's actually the second problem in a similar area. Had an overturned truck that happened early this morning, wiped out the guardrail. They were still doing repairs there. And now, as you take a look from earlier Air Tracker 7, you can see the concrete mixer on its side. Hazmat folks are trying to contain the fuel that keeps spewing out of this saddlebag. The precious fuel at over almost $6 a gallon is spilling all over the roadway. So you can see just one lane is open, and it's not just affecting I-70, obviously. It's really jamming up I-76. 44th Avenue is a really good option for you to get over to Kipling and then back over to I-70. Lanes are open on 270 from earlier problems. You can see a lot of traffic on some of these freeways for us here this morning.
Well, the Avs are coming home. The team has a chance to finally lift the Stanley Cup for the first time in 21 years at Ball Arena during Game 5 Friday night. We have team coverage this morning. Our Micah Smith is already outside getting a look at how businesses are getting ready for the surge in crowds. Let's start with Brian Sanders in Tampa, though, because, Brian, it was quite a win last night.
It was amazing, and it was a game that had all the ups and downs and twists and turns that you would expect out of a Stanley Cup final game. But in the end, it was an incredible overtime 3-2 win for the Avs, and now they're headed back to Ball Arena with a chance to hoist the Stanley Cup in Game 5. As we walk you back through some of the spectacular and strange moments, it was a little rocky start. 36 seconds into the game, goalie Darcy Kemper's hat was knocked off, and the Lightning scored first. Early in the second, though, Gabe Landeskog and Nate McKinnon teamed up on a power play goal. And early in the third, they tied it up again at 2 with a shot that ricocheted off Andrew Cogliano's leg. In overtime, Nazem Kadri, who hasn't played since June 4th, was able to sneak in the winning goal. And it took a little time to even recognize that the puck was in the net. But what a comeback for Kadri. He's been out after having surgery on his thumb.
Roller coaster of emotions, just thinking I was done, and then, having a sliver of hope, and sitting here right now, it's kind of surreal. So, I just was excited to join the team again and be in the dressing room, and, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life.
Yeah, hopefully they can finish the job Friday night. A little bit of controversy coming after the game and some heated emotions from Tampa Bay head coach John Cooper argued that final goal shouldn't have counted, claiming the Avs had too many men on the ice, 6 with Nate McKinnon trying to skate off to the bench. But after further review, NHL officials and the officials that were in the game confirmed that was not the case. So back home in Denver, from McGregor Square to Ball Arena, the crowds have packed in for the watch parties, and they were able to celebrate another win last night as they are one step closer to bringing the Stanley Cup back to Colorado. We heard plenty of cheers as fans were leaving Ball Arena. Yeah, even "We Want the Cup" chants from Avs fans that were circled here at Thunder Alley last night, outnumbered by Lightning fans, of course. This is not just great for fans, it's also great for Denver businesses back home as the series returns home there, and they expect the crowds. Denver 7's Micah Smith joins us because one restaurant is turning to new technology in expectation of the crowds.
Brian, Tom's Watch Bar and Restaurant recently unveiled a new server robot. Now, this robot is capable of a lot of things, including bringing a customer's order right to the table. Tom's Watch Bar says, like many restaurants around here, they've been facing a labor shortage. And when you add in all the extra business from the Stanley Cup final, they needed some help. The robot plans to provide that help to servers on days when the crowds are big and it's tough to keep up with demand for food and drinks. We talked to Tom's Watch Bar operating partner Rafik Turkanovich while engineers were programming the robot, and we asked him, will this robot eventually replace human employees? He said absolutely not. This is not a cost-saving measure, but a tool to help their employees when the restaurant is packed like it was last night. We also asked Turkanovich if the robot will be able to move around on standing room only days, and his answer was yes.
We have pretty strict ADA regulations, and that robot essentially follows that lane, right? And it has great maneuvering capabilities. I believe it has a 180-degree radius, so it senses any kind of motion and change.
Turkanovich says the restaurant is under a non-disclosure agreement with the company behind this technology, so they can't tell us who made this robot. Also, the robot, keep saying that right, doesn't have a name yet. Employees are entering into a contest to decide a name, so hopefully I can announce that for you soon. But for the rest of the week, the robot is on the schedule, so if you would like to see it in action, you can come on down here, maybe have your food and drinks served up by someone or something a little different. Reporting live, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Micah. Yeah, I'm in favor of any new technology that will help me follow the puck on TV. That thing moves so fast, sometimes I don't know where it is, including the last goal, Nicole, with Nazem Kadri that just kind of stuck in the net. Everyone was like,
yeah,
where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, that was the winner.
I like it. Well, earlier, Brian, of course, you talked to Colorado Sports Hall of Famer and former Lightning assistant coach George Gwozdecki, and he said while Nazem Kadri got that OT goal, Darcy Kemper was really a big reason for the success last night.
Certainly, you never want to get scored on in the first 30 seconds or so of a game, a big game like that. But I thought he settled in, did a really nice job. A really nice, beautiful assist in the overtime. That first period where Tampa was blocking a ton of shots and not a lot of great scoring opportunities. But I thought they took over as the game went on.
Gwozdecki also says he thinks Kadri returning to the ice helped give the team a big emotional boost to take them over the edge into their third win of the series. If you want to catch Game 5 live at Ball Arena in person, we checked Ticketmaster. The cheapest tickets right now are about $1,200. That's before processing and fees. And keep in mind, these are tickets on the very top level. But you already have the best seat in the house right here. Denver 7 is your home for Stanley Cup coverage. Over on our sister station, Denver 7, you can watch our pregame show at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow night, puck drop at 6, and then, of course, stick around after the game for our post-game coverage. The mother of Johnny Hurley is speaking out after filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against an Arvada police officer and the Arvada police chief. Kathleen Boland says her son's death a year ago was the result of unlawful use of deadly force. Hurley died after he was shot by Officer Craig Brownlow. Moments before, Hurley had shot a man who killed Officer Gordon Beasley. The First Judicial District ruled Officer Brownlow's actions were justified. The officer has since resigned in good standing, but Hurley's mother says she wants to see policy changes.
They need to up their game. When people were allowed to carry concealed weapons, I'm sure that made things more difficult for the police. So they needed to, I don't know how their training may have been different to meet that new circumstance, but they need to announce themselves and give the Good Samaritan a chance.
In a statement, Arvada police said they're not considering any changes to protocol. The department said the lawsuit mischaracterizes and omits information, and they added it has the potential to compromise officer safety. Secretary of State Jenna Griswold is appointing an election supervisor to oversee the rest of the primary in Pueblo County. Her office received 7 formal complaints alleging mistakes with the ballot there. They've found at least 2 errors so far. New ballots were sent out ahead of Tuesday's primary. This is the 3rd county in Colorado to receive a supervisor for the primary. The crackdown on vaping could move to another level this week. The pending order from the FDA that could pull these pens from shelves. And another pinch on the pocketbook. What surcharge you could be seeing if you're an XL customer.